How's it going, guys? Today I'm teaching you how to tie the Alberto knot. The Alberto knot is a really effective knot used for tying fluorocarbon to braid or mono to braid. So let's get started. So first things first, guys, you're going to want to grab your fluorocarbon and make a wrap in your hand. So you want to give yourself about 6 to 8 inches with this tag end in your hand. And once you do that, you're going to want to pinch the loop right about there. And you can go ahead and pick up your braid again. So once you've done this, you can take your braid and you're going to want to feed it through the back of the loop and grab it and give yourself about 8 to 10 inches of tag end. If you're new to this, I would suggest giving yourself a little bit more tag end because it is difficult to learn at first, but eventually you'll get the hang of it. So now that you have done that, you're going to want to hold the loop there, and what we're going to do with this braid tag end is we're going to wrap it around these two strands of fluorocarbon roughly 6 to 8 times. I'm going to do 6 for this video simply because that's personal preference for me. You guys can do whatever suits you. So let's get into it. So you're going to take these 2 strands, and what you want to do is pinch at the top of this loop right here, holding the fluorocarbon and the braid, and then you're going to want to wrap it 6 times. So let's go ahead and do that now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And once that's complete, I usually just tighten it a little bit just so I can see my wraps a little bit more visible. And then you are going to release your right hand, and then you're going to want to focus on this part here. So if you look clearly, you'll see that now around your fluorocarbon you have weaves of braid around the fluorocarbon. So with this braid tag end right here, you're going to want to go and wrap it back around in these little weave spots. So there's one there, there's one there, one there. Basically wherever you see clear, that's where you want this wrap to be. So I usually hold here and I start doing that. So let's do it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the cleaner your weaves are, guys, the cleaner your knot will be. So you'll see I've weaved it back through, but this time around the fluorocarbon, in between my initial braids. So once that's done, I usually just pinch right up here. And what you guys are going to be left with is you're going to be left with this tag end of braid here. So find out which side of the loop, because sometimes when you're spinning the line, this may happen. The loop will actually end up on the top with the braid, and we don't want that. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to make sure that your braid is going through the bottom of this loop, and then you're going to go around for where your final loop would be for the braid. And you're going to want to take the tag end and feed it through the top of this fluorocarbon loop, like so. If I can get it to go through there. There we go. And then you're going to want to hold both tag end and main line of braid, and then just hold that, and you're going to grab the main fluorocarbon line with the tag end. And what you want to do is just take both lines and just slowly pull them until it gets tight. And where it gets a little bit tight to the point where you feel you can't really pull too much anymore, that's when you're going to want to stop. And what I like to do is just wet the line a little bit. So I'll just lick my fingers and just give it a little bit of that so that it slides a little bit better when I go to actually form the actual knot. So once that's complete, you're going to take your main braid and your main fluorocarbon, and you're going to want to just cinch that knot together. And then when it gets a little bit tighter, you can start to pull a little bit harder. And then you are left with the Alberto knot. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video, be sure to drop a thumbs up and leave a comment if you have any questions. I'll be sure to answer it. I plan on doing a series of knot tying videos so that you guys can learn how to tie effective knots for different fishing scenarios. Thanks a lot, guys.